found a fucking cracking site. Right. Tart Area Info is an association of authors united by a common goal to understand the world we live in and to accept its heritage, clearing away age-old dust. Wait a minute. Tater is an association of authors united by a common goal to understand the world we live in and to accept its heritage, clearing away age-old dust and falsehood that have unfortunately become part of our history. For us, Tartary is primarily a symbol of the forgotten, the hidden and the unknown. That is what attracts our researchers who publish original content for our readers. First time I've come across this site. It's looking fucking good. Mysterious illumination, but this one, Fireplace, is fucking hell. Right, this is fucking your regular ones. Right, do you want me to read this? Let's skim it for you. Everyone knows that fireplaces are used for heating purposes. However, few people know how fireplaces work exactly, particularly when take a real full functioning fireplace but not its decorative aesthetic version. A standard fireplace is actually among the most inefficient heating devices you can operate. In fact, it can be so inefficient that in some cases it actually makes your house colder. What the fuck? It happens because the strongest heat from the fire, which is upwards, goes directly up the chimney and is lost. Moreover, in addition to the risk of setting a house on fire, the smoke that ends up inside the room can contain harmful chemicals, which may also become a significant problem. Now imagine some vintage 19th century house with big rooms somewhere in Holland where winters are harsh. An ordinary fireplace would not be able to warm such house in such conditions unless it was turned into a tiled stove masonry heater like in the example below. Now we get a reasonable question: why were fireplaces put in such houses in the first place if they couldn't do their job? Obviously not for aesthetic reasons. Perhaps the climate in the north used to be softer at that time. However, the fireplaces have chimneys, and any expert will confirm that in a warm climate, a fireplace is much harder to operate due to backdraft. So what's the deal? Let's try to figure out. The older a fireplace is, the more it looks like some canopy above a fire started right on the floor. That fucking thing. Wow. Breathtakingly beautiful. Moreover, some old fireplaces are higher than an ordinary person. What does that tell us, folks? Look at the size of them fire dogs there, they're the size of a fucking person. Look at the opulence of their rooms. If this is an old site, let me know, but if everyone's fucking already onto this, let me know, but it's the first time I've come across it. Look at that thing. Does that not remind anyone of the organs? Look at like the paisley type Trinity pattern, that's it's 3 fucking like cells. Well done there. What is that? Oh, fuck, eh? But even the paintings in the painting are fucking unreal. Oh shit. Wait a minute, folks. What about? It's... Right, what's it saying here? Moreover, some old fireplaces are higher than an ordinary person. Look at the size of it. What the fuck? Right, it seems that the painter had never started a campfire. Even with a good air draft, most of the smoke would stay inside the room. The people sitting near the big fireplace looked like savages who entered an abandoned luxurious palace and couldn't find any better use for the fireplace other than burning wood inside. Actually, many sources claim that modern people were just savages who took control of ancient buildings and other stuff left from some previous and more advanced civilization somewhere in the 18th century after an unknown global historical event. Most vintage engravings depict fireplaces in a very big size, and it seems like this is their original look. What's that say? Court door. Court door, I know that. Is that French? Look at the size though. Got all this connection on my fucking Kindle. You bastard. Wow, eh? Just look at the quality of the fireplace and the quality of the white tiles that were put there afterwards in order to reduce the size of the firebox. The fact is obvious, owners of the house got this fireplace ready and then clumsily modified it. Wait a minute, what are these things standing near the fireplace encircled in red? Are they standing there for aesthetic reasons or just accidentally got into the shot? They probably stand there for a reason, considering that almost all presented images show similar objects near the fireplaces. Wow, eh? I've just realised I've turned the Kindle upside down, so he's not going to be seeing this sideways now. It's interesting, that, but I think it's better, isn't it? I don't know. Sorry people if I fucked it up for you. But right, I'll just jump through them now, right? Figures. Coat of arms. Is that an upside down anchor? I don't know. I'm not too good on the symbology stuff. It's not my thing, yeah. But look at the decoration on that, though. It's ridiculous. these fire dogs here, I've always been told that we've putting logs on and that, and for cooking and... Cheminée de la grande salle del Hotel Vogue en Dijon. Sounds like the grand chimney in the Hotel Vogue, the modern fucking... Naturally, old fireplaces couldn't be properly used for wood burning in their original construction, so they were modified for new usage methods. See, so is that saying, like there where that big mirror is, they've cut down the size of the fucking fireplace? Is that what they're hinting at, yeah? Can't swim by a horse. Someone's throwing a torch in the water. Right. Let's have a look. Fucking rooms or something else. Put up there. Just look at the quality of the fireplace itself and the white tiles put in afterwards to reduce the size of the firebox. The fact is obvious, owners of the house got this fireplace ready and then clumsily modified it. Wait a minute, what are these things standing near the fireplace and circled in red? Or are they just standing there for aesthetic reasons? I just accidentally got into shot. They probably stand there for... I always got told they're called fire dogs and you put logs on them. But I don't fucking know. I'm not saying that's the answer. I'm fucking saying it's probably not. Probably been told a lot of shit like everything else I've ever been fucking told, it seems. They ain't fire dogs, are they? They look like more like something to do with electromagnetism. Look at that crest there, that looks like the Hamilton's fucking crest with the three... What is it? Can't think of the name of them now. But it's like the Hamilton's crest. And all that, with the three fucking fleur-de-lis. Is that the word? Fleur-de-lis. Look at them rooms there. I've been through Dijon, Cork. Again. They were... It is, isn't it? It's like we've just found these fucking places, stuck bits on them. There's bits of knowledge left over and they fucking use that to... And they've fed the majority of us a bunch of shite. Oh, it's there again. That's the Hamilton's fucking crest. Really? Wow. Wow. Holy shit. That's what you call it, but yeah. Look again. People, I hope this is new to yours. I hope I'm not fucking going over the ground here. You lot have probably seen this anyway, but if not, It's a fucking belter, eh? Oh aye. As you see, all fireplaces shown have one common trait, a metal plate behind the firebox, or the whole firebox made of metal, and metal goblet looking objects. These objects may be of various sizes, while the bigger are usually put near the edges of a fireplace. The function of metal plates is quite clear. They reflect infrared rays when the fireplace heats up, like an ordinary fireplace does. The goblets, on the other hand, have nothing to do with an ordinary fireplace that heats up from combustion. The Europeans probably couldn't understand the original function of these goblets, but due to their mentality decided to keep them intact. These goblets are nothing else than either capacitors, which amplify electricity in a conductor along which they are put. It turns out that originally these fireplaces were not designed to burn wood. Their secret probably lies somewhere else. Yeah, we've gathered that much. Look at that fucking thing. See, we were saying it the other night about how this works. And you see them balls and that, people. Doesn't it make you remember the roofs and the devices on there? What's going on there? What have they done with that? The intensity of the electric current in the centre of the metal plate was probably so high that it made the plate incandescent and radiate heat. It is possible that there are some other secrets inside the fireplace. Similar capacities could be installed in the upper part of the firebox too. Moreover, the chimney had its own function of removing the air that became unhealthy after contact with incandescent metal. Look at that freeze. Is it paint in there? Look, we just banged the fucking radiator in. Unless the hatch behind the radiator is not a mod. They've just fucking banged the radiator in there. Oh, come on! Wow, eh? Right. Let me know if this is new, people.